So Imisi was at the UBA business series, and I thought it was really fantastic the way she asked one question about content creation and how to manage it, because I think that she needs a manager. I mean, not just any manager, but somebody who knows the job, who is a professional. For crying out loud, she's one that can afford a manager right now. Yeah, she can't afford it, because right now she's a star. Superstar might not be the word, but she's a star. Okay, and it's about how you manage this stardom going forward that also makes you graduate into being a superstar. So I think she asked a question, and that question was quite profound. And I think it does look like she's looking to get into that content creation space properly, or she's also looking to grow her brand. And yeah, she asked the right question. Let me play back that video for you so we can take it up from there.
My name is Imisi. I think you were the one that actually asked the question regarding the management. You said I was maybe an heavy content creator, or like me that just got out from the house, and you said getting the management is not something you think it is good, or I didn't get the question well, that you have to create a relationship with few people before you get the management. I don't really get the question. Is it that if you just new to content creating and you're a bit famous or something, you should get to relate to people first before you get to management?
You want the competition to get management
first before you get to management.
You want the competition to get manager, but let's take it from the road.
When you're young and you're starting out, getting a manager is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
I think I had to manage myself for the better part of, I think, for the first five years before I could even afford a manager, because there's cost implications to it. I think there's a 20% of a deal. So I think at the time you have to do everything. That's just when we were starting, we were doing everything. You're shooting.
Okay. I think it's
You're editing it, you're everything, until you get to a point where you can afford to pay a crew and management. So there's going to be a bit of work in the beginning. So you just can't wait. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. Unfortunately, a lot of us here started we started through the process, right? We started from 10,000 followers.
Okay, it makes some sense if you ask me. Content that sells, building influence across all social media. It's one organized by a UBA business series, UBA Bank, United Bank for Africa. And it's all about content creation and how you can leverage content, in today's digital age. And it was quite profound. I like that she asked a question that practically resonates with other housemates. It's not just her, because you could tell that she is just starting. That space is a totally different world on its own. She'll be busy doing other things. Like one, she'll be busy acting. There are things she has been called for, different acting roles, and she'll be busy with that. And I'm not too sure she will be doing all of those things, catching up with her next stop, next business meeting, and then not engaging with people online. Like they say, if you leave those people online, if you don't say a word to them in another 1 week, 1 week is even too much. If you don't even come out and say a word to them, say maybe hello, hi, what's going on with you? I just want to say hi to you. In 2 days, there's usually a shift, especially when you're not up there yet. I mean, of course, the Bbnaija fame is fleeting. It's not like something. It's fleeting in the sense that when it comes on you, you just have to do whatever you wish to do with it. Then, as soon as it moves from you, you would still retain some of those beam of light that it has given you. So it moves next to the next person. It moves just like that, and you have 8 months to the endeavor you clock this thing in. and hope to achieve your aim. I think she's thinking along those lines. It doesn't matter whether she has she has it all knitted up, but I also think that she needs some professional experienced people who can assist her, whether in terms of interviews, helping her in terms of building her content to resonate with the professionalism that she requires. And I think it's a good thing, and it's thumbs up to her too. I mean, I wasn't there largely, but I didn't watch the entire stretch, but I watched a considerable number of it to be able to detect, what this is about. Content creation, management of content, and starting off in content creation, you don't expect to start off today and start making money today. Because what I see with most of the people, young people who are reluctant in going online is, one, you know how it is with investments. You don't start investment today and start yielding fruit today. It's not like fuel business or gari business or food business that practically sells, so you could see gains every day. If it's an investment that has to do with media space, digital economy, it's an investment. You don't just start now and start gaining now. That's the reason why YouTube, for instance, where I'm broadcasting on, gives you some sort of leverage. What I mean by leverage is you have to attain a certain level of edge before you begin to earn money. And even when you start earning money small until then it gets to its head. This says 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. They reduce it to 500, but you are not going to get the page watch hours, page advertorials for watch hours until you get the 1,000. So, it's more like an investment. It's an investment. You don't start yielding fruit of that investment immediately. You start yielding fruits from someone like me who has managed radio stations before, at least 2 of them. I could tell you, depending on the location of the radio station, between your 1.5 years and 3.5 years, you don't even bother thinking that you're going to make money from there. And even after that 3.5 years, the station should be able to at least pay some of its bills, buy its fuel, pay for some basic things in the office. Don't expect gains. From 5 years upwards, that's when you start saying, okay, start looking at the books and start seeing where, we can make gains from, okay? And these days, because of the advent of digital economy or digital space, most people have practically reduced their dependence on radio as to where they get their real information from or its analysis from. There are people who go on digital platforms to get their stories from, get their daily news, get their daily reportage, get every damn thing you think about when it comes to, consuming content. They go to that place. They don't come to traditional radio. That's why they say more people are dwindling in terms of listening on radio. People no longer listen to radio as they used to do. But with their phones, they can actually watch anything and everything that exists online. That's where the world is headed to, in fact. Same thing with TV. Nobody moves around with TV these days, even though most TV companies have tried to embed social media and the digital space into their own broadcasting. But people would rather, watch certain things on their mobile devices than sit down and watch TV, A simple analysis is, if you have a YouTube channel, just go to your analytics and go to audience and check how people have viewed your channel. It will show you it's mobile. More than 99.9% out of 100%, people view your channel more on their mobile than they view their channel on TV. What does that tell you? TV is going obsolete. TV is no longer going to be needed very, very soon. That same way it's also doing for radio. You could say radio is audio and it goes farther, but trust me, digital is even going farther these days, even with what YouTube is doing. I don't know if you've noticed YouTube started this auto dubbing that helps you reach Portugal, help you reach Spain, those places that they don't speak English, they don't understand English. When you speak English, it automatically dubs it for you to become another language. So if the person over there is interested in what you're saying, he stays in and to listen to it. I don't know if you understand. So there's a whole lot that's advantageous with managing your content creation and your digital space. You just have to hire some professionals to help you do that, especially when you are very busy. Except you're not that busy, then you can then maybe hopping on it once in a blue moon. But if you know what you're doing, if you're that busy, you just have to get people to help you manage it. Very important. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the other side of this broadcast. Cheers now.